Hello my fellow creators and welcome to my YouTube channel and welcome to day 6 of my Spellbinders April 2026 All Clubs Create series. So today we're going to be playing with the stamp and die of the month, and this one is the fresh packed stamp and die. So this has all these sentiments here, some beautiful little images here, so you can have either lemons or limes, some flowers, some strawberries, that looks like it's a tomato, really cute images. Now the dies cut out all the sentiment, but you get this cute little die here that's like a bag, like a mesh bag to carry your fresh fruits and veggies in. So that's what I am using today. Now I've also brought in the stencil of the month, which is Market Berries, and I only used 2 of the stencils out of the 5. Now I have all my bits and pieces ready to go, so I'm going to bring in, I think, more of my crinkly paper that was the part of the packaging. I did stamp my sentiment, and the one I chose says handpicked for you. Then I cut out the mesh bag out of some coral cardstock, as well as some white cardstock and some foam. So I have these scraps of foam in my stash, and I cut out 2 layers of the foam because I want to make the bag a little dimensional so that I can fit this bag behind it. Now, I got to tell you, the foam cut beautifully with that die. I didn't have any issues. The pieces were still in there when I took it off, but I was able to pop them out real super easy. Now I'll be sure to link to everything in the description box below. So let's get started putting this together. Like I mentioned, I am going to layer up my foam, and I think what I'm going to do, because I want to fit this bag, that's kind of a bag, a wrapper for flowers there. And oh, what I did with my flowers is I stamped them. And I used my Gina K inks. So I used some grass green for the leaves and the stems, and some wild dandelion for my flowers. And what I did was I stamped it and then just fussy cut around them. So I did a few of those because I'm going to kind of stick them in here like it's a little bouquet of flowers that you're bringing home from the store or from the farmer's market. And they'll kind of sit in the bag this way. Okay, and here's the stenciled piece I made. So again, I used those same inks, just kind of went over lightly with the 2 ink colors, and I just did the little flowers, and I used the stencil as is, so I laid it flat, but then I kind of moved it over and selectively added some more flowers around the panel. And I cut this to 4 by 5 1/4, and I'm going to layer that on another piece of that coral ColorWheel cardstock. So there's that. And I think, I'm not sure, we'll see at the end, I may add some of these fashion gold embellishments to the centers of my flowers. So let me play a little bit of music while I put my card together, and then I'll be back on the end. Alrighty friends, I'm all done with my card for day 6. What do you think? I really like the way it turned out. I'm glad I used those 2 layers of foam tape. It went a little wonky here on this section, but I am going to put it under something heavy to kind of keep the glue on the 2 layers together here. But other than that, I really like the way it came out. I'm glad I did the leaves without the veins. It's kind of a more subtle background because the flowers are much brighter and, you know, it's a little bit busier with all the flowers. And then I did add those fashion gold embellishments to the centers of all the flowers in my bouquet, as well as the 3 flowers I added onto the outside of the bag. And then I just added a few to those lighter yellow flowers that I added in the background. But I'm really loving this card, friends. Alrighty, so we're done with day 6. Stay tuned for day 7 tomorrow, and then day 8 the day after, and that's when I will share with you what I'll be giving away and how to enter. Thanks so much for sticking around to the end. I'd be thrilled if you subscribed to my YouTube channel or followed me on any of my other social media platforms. As always, have a beautiful, safe, and creative day. Thanks for watching. Bye.